Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws the dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He got it.
No matter your game, Franklin Bank and Trust equips you for success.
High School Federation of Kentucky High School Athletic Association requires officials.
All right, Franklin-Simpson, Channel 9. Can you hear me up there? Mr. Cameraman, do you got me up there? Give me a thumbs up maybe if you're listening in. I see you up there with your headset on. Do you got me by chance? You got me up there? Awesome. Are we going live now? We ready to go? Franklin-Simpson Channel 9? Give me another thumbs up. Awesome. Welcome in, everybody, to Franklin-Simpson Channel 9 for tonight's 13th District Championship game here at home against the visiting Logan County Cougars and your Franklin-Simpson Wildcats. I'm Cody Schuler. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We are not going to be having any radio broadcast on 92.3 WFKN tonight, so it's just going to be us hanging out right here on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. All the election coverage has got our radio station plugged in tonight. Everything going on there, so congratulations to all the contestants and everybody that's made it this far to this point and put in all that hard work. I just hope that all the right candidates end up in the right places. So, with all that being said, we are now getting set, as I said, for the 13th District Championship game. We appreciate you joining us so much. Thank you to Mr. Aaron Talley, who is on top of things all over the high school campus here tonight, and his Franklin-Simpson Channel 9 team. We do appreciate you guys so much. Right now, we've got Red Sox Yankees in high school form out here at Greg Shelton Field. What an incredible matchup this is about to be. 2 games these teams have split that they've seen each other across the start of the season. A 1-0 win here at home for your Franklin-Simpson Wildcats. Play ball, by the way. Leading off for Cougars is Tyshawn Tomachek, who will be the pitcher for the visiting Cougars. Standing any closer on that plate, and he might as well sit on it. Jordan Brandon, there's a grounder over to Colton Turner. He fields it cleanly, fires it over to Lockley at first, then it's 1 up, 1 down. Next up for the visiting Cougars is going to be the shortstop, number 7, Mason Hancock. Hancock, a .264 hitter with 19 RBIs on the season, stepping into the batter's box here in the top of the first inning, just after the, well, right at the 6 o'clock hour. Straight up and down with 1 away. Here's the pitch from Jordan Brandon. That's another chopper towards third. He's calling Brandon off. He fires on the run over to Lockley, and he gets the tag down. Great catch and an athletic play there from your first baseman, Lockley, to get the tag in on Hancock after he got pulled off the bag with the throw. Nice work by the freshman. Good strong tag there. And now here comes catcher, number 24, Lyndon Wilson. Wilson, a big-time hitter with a .393 average and 24 RBIs on the season. Right-handed hitter, gets into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Takes strike 1 down Main Street. What a big-time matchup that this is. As I said, your Wildcats won an extra innings here at home. Jordan Brandon on the mound. That one is ripped foul down the third baseline by Wilson. And ahead in the count already is Jordan Brandon. Jordan Brandon pitched all 8 innings in the previous matchup. That's a chopper sent towards Heinze. He got it and fires over to Lockley. Throws a little low, but he digs it out of the ground, and that's 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the first. And your Wildcats are officially cooking on defense right here. 2 put away there by third baseman Colton Turner, and that third out put away by second baseman Liam Heinze. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base there. And your Wildcats are heading into the dugout. I'm just going to hang out with you through this break since we didn't do our usual warm-up like we typically do whenever we're on FKN airwaves. And I'm just going to kind of go over starting lineups with you. Leading off for the visiting Logan County Cougars is Tyshawn Tomachek, who will be on the mound here tonight, followed by shortstop number 7, Mason Hancock. Then catcher number 24, Lyndon Wilson. Then the designated hitter number 13, Drew McLellan. Second baseman number 9, Landon Gregory. First baseman number 8, Jonas Hayes. Left fielder number 20, Liam Costello. Third baseman number 3, Hayden Clark. And then right fielder number 14, Odin Wood. And then playing out on the field but not hitting tonight is going to be Will McCarley. Now, for your Franklin-Simpson Wildcats, leading off in his typical leadoff position is going to be second baseman, number 17, Liam Heinze. Heinze's a .321 hitter with 20 RBI, followed up by our senior out on the field, Number 7, Brady Delk. Delk's a .374 hitter coming into this one with 22 RBIs and 4 home runs. None bigger than the one that happened right here over the left field wall on senior night. What a huge shot that was. I'll never forget that one. And then followed up behind him is going to be the junior, number 19, Jackson Gass, who hits .320 with 25 RBIs, followed up by the cleanup spot, Carson Kelly, who's a .333 hitter with 16 RBIs, and then the freshman, Owen Lockley, hitting a team best .386 with 16 RBIs, and then his Goose, Hendrik Blankenberg, out in left field, a .351 hitter with 13 RBIs, followed up by the one who plays the hot corner, Colton Turner, $262 hitter with 29 RBIs, and tied for the team lead with Brady Delk with 4 home runs. Then Braylon Turner, the center fielder, number 2. He's just under the Mendoza line with 8 RBIs on the season. And then the pitcher is going to be in the hitting lineup tonight, Jordan Brandon. Brandon, only 7 plate appearances on the season, but from the mound, he knows how to cook. He's a 1.37 earned run average with 57 strikeouts and 27 walks. Now on the mound for Tyshawn Tomachek. Let's talk about him for a moment. He's got a 2.23 earned run average with 75 strikeouts on the season to just 19 walks. Tomachek, also a lefty, knows how to keep it in the zone, so only 19 walks on the year. Here's the windup and the pitch. Throws strike 1. When Tomachek is not on the mound, you typically see him out center field covering things for the Cougars. Here's the pitch. Ball inside. 1-1 count to Heinze here at the bottom of the first inning, just after the 6 o'clock hour. Takes ball 2 now, does Heinze. Your Wildcats here in the black top uniforms with the white pants and the pinstripe, blue letters and numerals. Wind up and the pitch. Goes ball high. Gets to a 3-1 hitters count now. And the visiting Cougars in the navy blue tops with the white letters and numerals and the gray pants with the light blue letters. Oh, that's white. Yep. Just outlined in light blue. Goes strike 2, does Tomachek. Heinze going to have to be aggressive now as the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Heinze taking the timeout, going to get a deep breath. To the leadoff here in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Chopped towards the Cougars' dugout. Heinze gets back in there and digs in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the payoff from Tomachek. Hammered out to left field down the foul line. Fades far too foul. Brady Delk looming in the on-deck circle. Always a threat in the batter's box. Sets up as far back as he can now in the batter's box. Lined up just a hair outside is the catcher for the Cougars. Sent out towards left field. Is it going to get down? And it does. Left center field. And that is going to be a leadoff stand-up double for the super sophomore Liam Heinze.
Shortstop, number 7, Brady. Yep.
Now, in that 5-4 win for the Cougars, Tomachek was pitching that night. He went 5 2/3 innings with 8 strikeouts and 3 walks. So the Wildcats can, in fact, put the bat on the ball when facing Tyshawn Tomachek. Brady Delk now gets into the batter's box with a runner out on second in scoring position. After that leadoff smash double into left center field by Heinze. Takes ball 1. Not a bad looking pitch there. Catcher behind the plate is Lyndon Wilson. Must have been a little further off the plate than what I thought it was. Thought it might have been a nice opportunity for a frame job. Guess not. 1 ball, no strikes. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Goes ball high that time. You hear that Wildcat rally coming out of their dugout right now. These boys are fired up here tonight. Momentum certainly feels to be in their way after going 1-2-3 in the top of the first, and then a leadoff double to Heinze. Here's the pitch. Goes ball 3 outside. 3-0 is the count now. Tyshawn Tomachek, not a ton of walks on the season, as I said a moment ago. Just 19 on the season. Sets, checks the runner. Here's the pitch. That's ball 4. Tomachek with his first walk here of the game. Brady Delk moves on over to first. Now here comes the junior, number 19, all gas, no brakes, Jackson Gass, the designated hitter. Jackson Gass is a .320 hitter with 25 RBIs, and I tell you what, he is always ready for the moment. Couple of game-winning hits this season. Had the game-winning hit in the 1-0 win here. Takes strike 1 on the inside part of the plate. Drove in Braylon Turner in that extended rain game here at home. Got delayed by lightning. Went 8 innings. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. 1-1 is the count now. And your Wildcats appearing to be in business with runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. Checks the runner on second. Now here's the pitch. Swings through, strike 2. Gass gets set back into the batter's box now. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Changeup goes high. Makes the count 2-2. Now, got Carson Kelly, the cleanup, sitting in the on-deck circle right now, waiting for his chance. Here's the pitch. Swings through. Tyshawn Tomachek with a strikeout here to match his walk total here in the bottom of the first inning. And the Cougars got 1 away. Now here comes right fielder Carson Kelly, a .333 hitter with 16 RBIs on the season. In that 4-5 loss, Carson Kelly did have an RBI, and he sends a hard-hit grounder back at Tomachek, and he tries to throw it over to first, and he gets away from him. Liam Heinze is going to come all the way around and score. Now here comes Brady Delk. Looks like there's not going to be a play at the plate. Head first slide, and your Wildcats are up 2-0. E1 on the Cougars. And Carson Kelly ends up on second base all by himself out there. And here comes the best hitter by the numbers on the season in terms of batting average, and first baseman Owen Lockley. .386 hitter with 16 RBIs, and your Wildcats are on top just like that, 2-0. Swings through, strike 1. Still just 1 out on the board for the Cougars right now. Here's the pitch. Goes ball outside and gets away from the catcher, Wilson, and Kelly's going to make his way on over from second to third. We've seen Tomachek miss a number of times pretty high and outside, getting away from Wilson. Wilson has been able to get his glove up there and snag him out of the air up until this point. Man, talk about a crowd here this evening. Great crowd. 1-1 is the count. Wilson reaches out there and snags that one for ball 2. Already over 20 pitches here in the first inning for Tomacek. Wind up in the pitch. Called strike 2. Brings the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes, still just 1 away. Carson Kelly over on third. Pop fly would bring him in. If Lockley can make it happen. Swings through at strike 3, and Tomacek has got his second strikeout. With the one we call Goose making his way to the plate, Hendrik Blankenberg, left fielder number 15, a .351 hitter with 13 RBIs, gets set and digs in the right-handed side of the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Hendrick was hit by a pitch to bring in the game-winning run here on senior night. Pops that one out foul, out of play. Gets behind now in the count. 0-2 with 2 away. Kelly still over on third. Goes ball inside that time. One, 2 is the count. Beautiful Franklin-Simpson day, 86 degrees, feeling a little muggy with the weather on its way in here for next 7 to 10 days. Sends that one to the shortstop, Gregory. He fields it cleanly, fires it over to first to Hayes, and that's out number 3. But your Wildcats do all kinds of damage and bring in 2 runs and lead it after 1. 2-0 here in the 13th District Championship. We're going to take us a 1-minute break here on Franklin-Simpson Channel 9 and be right back with you after some messages from our host here tonight.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or, the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
All right, everybody, welcome back into Franklin-Simpson Channel 9. 15 minutes past the 6 o'clock hour. After 1, it's been all Wildcats. They went 1, 2, 3 top of the first inning, then come into the bottom of the first and score 2 runs. Jordan Brandon here on the mound. What an exciting time that we've got here at Franklin-Simpson High School in the 13th District Championship. Currently, if you're a Wildcat fan. Here's the pitch from Jordan Brandon. It's ball 2. Here outside to the left-handed number 13 designated hitter, Drew McClellan. McClellan, a .295 hitter with 23 RBIs on the season. Here's the pitch. Pops one up into foul territory, going to be out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike now after the foul. Jordan gets set, wind up, pitch. Comes in a little low in the zone, making it a 3-1 hitter's count. While the sun is high up there in the sky, there's a little bit of overcast, keeping it from beating down on us too hard. Here's the pitch. Chopper sent towards Turner, fields it cleanly, sends it over to Lockley, and he's got it there in time. Just like that, 1 out. here in the top of the second.
Second baseman number
Next up, second baseman number 9, Landon Gregory. Gregory is a .308 hitter with 23 RBIs. Right-handed hitter. The wind currently has died down at the moment. Good-looking pitch there from Brandon. Comes across for strike one. We do appreciate you joining us here on Franklin-Simpson Channel 9. Pulled foul towards the Cougars dugout. No 92.3 WFKN broadcast tonight as they are covering the election. 0-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. To remain in it is Gregory. Let's see if Jordan Brandon can find his first strikeout here ahead in this count. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Popped up towards shallow left field. Hendrick Blankenberg calling away Brady Delkin. He squeezes it for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the second. And now here comes first baseman number 8, Jonas Hayes. Hayes, a .292 hitter with 15 RBIs on the season. Right-handed hitter as well. Jordan Brandon, wind up, pitch, popped up. Brandon calling, ball, got it. Squeeze it for out number 3. Another 3 up, 3 down inning for your Wildcats here in the top of the second inning. And your Wildcats are going to head into the dugout, try to warm up those bats one more time. We're going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll be right back after this on Franklin-Simpson, Channel 9.
So as far as preventative maintenance, to keep outages at a minimum, one thing that we do is pole inspections. So we'll drive across the system, we'll dig out around the bottoms of the pole, see if there's anything rotten, we'll check the pole's integrity in general. So as you can see now, we're changing out some wire on some poles that we have recently changed out. As they age, they start to crack or rot at the bottom, so we try to stay ahead of those types of outages. Probably the neatest part of working here. So working in the community that I live in and grew up in, there's a lot of satisfaction that comes from that. You know, if there is an outage, there's a good chance that you're restoring power, maybe to a family member, a friend, your preacher, something like that. So just being able to help and serve the people that you know, that's a good feeling.
Welcome back in, everybody, to Franklin-Simpson Channel 9. Here heading into the bottom of the second inning for the 13th District Championship game. Leading off here in the bottom of the second is going to be third baseman, number 12, Colton Turner. Turner, a .262 hitter with 29 RBIs and tied for the team lead with 4 home runs. Turner takes strike 1. Tomacek back out on the mound for the Cougars. Wind up and the pitch goes ball outside that time. I'd like to give some credit here to our home plate umpires. So far, so good as far as calls. Nothing has been egregious at all or anything like that. Ball a little low in the zone right there. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff here in the bottom of the second. Braylon Turner in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch, swings through. Just misses at that one for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Turner sets in now. Wind up from Tomacek. Here's the pitch. Lifted out to left field. Costello. Nope. Going to be McCarley calling Costello off, and he's going to squeeze it for out. Hit that thing a mile high. And here comes Braylon Turner. Center fielder number 2 hits just under the Mendoza line with 8 RBIs on the season. I say it pretty much every time he comes up to bat for the first time. That's a tall, lanky young man. Swings on that one, fouls it off, out of play. I love to see Braylon swing the bat, because whenever that swing comes through, it just looks so pure. Wind up at pitch from Tomachek. Goes ball high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wildcats leading 2-0 after that big-time bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 from Tomachek. The pitcher for the Wildcats, Jordan Brandon, in the on-deck circle, awaiting his 8th at-bat of the season. Here's the pitch from Tomachek. Fouled it off. Does Turner. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just 1 away. Pitch lifted out towards shallow center field. Giving chase is McCarley. He is going to run underneath it for out number 2. Even though nearly stumbled right there at the very end of that. But he does squeeze it. Now here comes the pitcher.
The next pitcher, number 6,
Jordan Brandon. Only 7 at-bats this season. See if he can't help his cause. Find his way on base. Oh, the check swing, they called him. Going around from the first base umpire. Here's the pitch. Swings through, strike 2. Tomachek ahead. Now 0-2 is the count with 2 away. Here's the pitch. Swings through, fans that one for out number 3. Now we'll be right back to the top of the order whenever your Wildcats come back around to hit in the bottom of the 3rd, and the Cougars repay the favor and go 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the 2nd. Score remains the same, 2-0 after 2. We'll be right back after this on Franklin-Simpson, Channel 9.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
Welcome back in, everybody, to Franklin-Simpson, Channel 9. Home to many things, but right now, tonight, it's the home of your Franklin-Simpson Wildcat varsity baseball team in the 13th District Championship, taking on the Logan County Cougars. Up to bat right now is left fielder number 20, Liam Costello, and he fans it one from the pitcher for your Wildcats, Jordan Brandon. Here in the top of the 3rd inning, your Wildcats are leading 2-0. Here's the pitch. What in the world is that from Costello? I don't think I've ever seen that before. He dropped the bat down and straightened out his arms just as, yep, that's weird. It's like a wind-up toy. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I mean, it's almost like a Jim Furyk golf swing setup. I mean, he hits it and pops it over as Brady Delk. He fields it on the right. Sends it over to Lockley for out number 1. The top of the third. And here comes third base number 3, Hayden Clark. That certainly was different. Clark plays third base. I don't know why, but I didn't write down his statistics. I'll have to get those for you at a later date. Here's the pitch. Sends a chopper right back to Brandon. Brandon fields it nice and easy. Over to Lockley, nice and easy. Out number 2. Two up, 2 down here in the top of the third for the Wildcats. Now here comes right fielder number 14, Odin Wood. Wood, I don't think he's had a ton of chances at the plate this season. And Brandon trips coming off the mound there. And we're just going to call it ball 1. He actually didn't even throw it, just tripped coming off the rubber. Wood narrowly is getting hit. I mean, that's by the skin of your teeth right there. Ball 2 to Wood. Sets up in the middle of the plate there, does Ballou. And he fans at 1. So Wood, just a 114 hitter with 2 RBIs on the season. Here's the pitch. Ball 3, 3-1 is the count now with 2 away. Like to see Brandon fire this one down the middle here, make Wood swing at something. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. The inside part of the plate. Turned Wood around on that one. Up off the plate just a smidge. Sets up inside, does Ballou. Here's the windup and the pitch from Brandon. Ring up one for Jordan Brandon. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the third for your Wildcats, and the score remains 2-0 after top of the third. Your Wildcats are headed back into the dugout, try to ring up another good inning when they warm up those bats. We'll return live in a moment on Franklin-Simpson, Channel 9.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin-Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
Welcome back in, everybody, to Franklin-Simpson, Channel 9. Heading into the bottom of the third inning, your Wildcats leading this 13th district championship game 2-0. We're right back to the top of the order here with Liam Heinze heading into the batter's box. Sets up in the back of the batter's box. Here's the pitch from Tomachek. Ooh. Called strike there. Like it was dipping out of the zone. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's all low. 1-1 is the count here to the leadoff. Delk on deck. Here's the pitch. Curveball can't get down and travels outside for ball 2. Base hit out to left field. Liam Heinze come into this 13th District Championship with something to prove, didn't he? The sophomore continues super sophomore campaign. 2 for 2 in this one. Had a leadoff double in the bottom of the first and now ends up with a single out to left. Now here comes Brady Delk. He walked in his initial at-bat. Heinze off to a huge lead over there. Delk takes ball 1 inside. Jackson Gass on deck for the Wildcats. Here's the pitch from Tomacek. Oh, called strike there. Count rolls 1-1. Out of the 14th district, I am told that Greenwood leading Bowling Green 5-0 right now. Delk sends one out towards right field. Wood underneath it squeezes it for out number 1 here in the bottom of the third. As Jackson Gass makes his way to the plate. That'll make Delk officially for 1 with a walk in this one. As Gass gets set, takes the signal. Coach Wilhite. Here's the pitch. Swings through. Strike 1. Came in on his hands. Backs up just a smidge off the plate now. Attempts the pickoff, not in time. Heinze back safe. Wildcats, as I mentioned a moment ago, really rallying out of the dugout. Here's the pitch from Tomacek. Fouled off, straight back into the net. Thank goodness for that one, or Steve Kirby would have caught that one. 0-2 is the count now. Yes. Here's the pitch. Curveball gets a little low and away. Ball 1. It's not a bad pitch right there when you're ahead 0-2 in a count. Try to get him to chase. Tomacek sets. Here's the pitch. Send it out to left field. That get down ball, and it's in there. Heinze's going to be digging for 3. And he's going to be taken off going home. Play at the plate, not in time. They're going to eat it, and it's a 3-0 ball game. Wildcats. What a big-time hit that was right there for your designated hitter, Jackson Gass. I tell you, if I've seen him hit 1 there this season, it feels like I've seen him hit 50 into that spot here this season. Doubling off the wall, and now he ends up out on second. And that's Tomacek's 51st pitch, as we are just 2 1/3 into the game for him here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Carson Kelly up to bat. Here's the pitch. Kelly had the hard-hit grounder in the bottom of the 1st inning that went off the glove of Tomacek, and then he recovered and then threw it away over at first. That scored the 2 runs off the 1 error. Here's the pitch. Ball high and tight. 2-0 the count for the cleanup Kelly. Just 1 away. Little more than half past the hour here. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Kelly thought about the check swing and pulled back, but pitch stayed in the zone. Strike 1. Checks the runner on second. Here's the pitch. Popped up towards right field. Looks like it's fading foul. Going to get too far foul. It does. Wood making a really nice diving attempt out there. but it's still going to leave Carson Kelly at the plate with 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, and a runner on scoring position out on second. Owen Lockley in the on-deck circle at the moment, as Carson Kelly digs back in. Here's the pitch. Just a smidge outside to run the count full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Tomacek sets. Here's the payoff. Swings through and misses, but Wilson drops it, and he does send it over to Jackson Gass. Gets doubled up at second base, gets too far off the base, and first baseman Hayes throws it out there and gets him in time. Not what you want for the Franklin-Simpson fan base. I'm sure he'll hear a little about that one in the dugout. When we return, we'll see what the Wildcats defense has in store to respond. But hey, they got one more across the plate after a double off the wall by Jackson Gass and Liam Heinze. We'll be right back after this on Franklin-Simpson, Channel 9.
No matter your game, Franklin Bank and Trust equips you for success.
Welcome back in, everybody, to Franklin-Simpson, Channel 9. After 3 innings, your Wildcats lead this one 3-0 in the 13th District Championship over the visiting Logan County Cougars. That's right, coming to you from the home of the Wildcats. Tomacek, first pitch swinging, pops into shallow left to Brady Delk.
Shortstop number 7, Mason Hancock.
Now here comes shortstop number 7, Mason Hancock. Hancock, a .264 hitter with 19 RBIs, takes strike 1. Wildcats end up with 3 runs on 3 hits and a throwing error. Oh, nice frame job there by Ballou. Nash behind the plate, just narrowly missing with that one, making it ball 1. Here's pitch. Chopper sent. Turner fields it cleanly inside, over to Lockley. Turner traveled a long way to get that out. If he hadn't been charging, I don't know if Delk could have got there in time. Way to be aggressive there, coming a long way from third base. Now here comes catcher number 24, Lyndon Wilson. Wilson, a .393 hitter with 24 RBIs. Very dangerous hitter. Takes ball 1. Brandon sets. Wind up. Throws. Ball 2, a little low and away. (2-0) is the count. 2 away. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. We'll see if Wilson has the green light. Wind up. Pitch. Strike 1. Count moves to 3-1 hitters count, as they say. Here's the pitch. Chopper sent to Delk. Catches it on the run and throws it over just in time to Owen Lockley. Woo-wee. Shades reminiscent of Derek Jeter right there. And your Wildcats going to hold on to this lead after the top of the fourth, 3-0. Heading into the bottom of the fourth. Your Wildcats defense just been on fire to this point. As Tyshawn Tomachek heads back out to the mound, we'll return right after this on Franklin-Simpson, Channel 9.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
Welcome back in, everybody, to Franklin-Simpson, Channel 9, here at the home of the Wildcats, Greg Shelton Field at Franklin-Simpson High School. Thank you for joining us on Franklin-Simpson, Channel 9. What a treat this is. Our local WFKN radio airwaves are currently being tied up with election results. What could possibly be more than important than a 13th district championship game? Lockley sends a first pitch swinging line shot into the wall out in left center field. He's digging for second, and he's going to make it in there cleanly sliding. First pitch swinging, recording the fourth hit of the game for Wildcats. And here comes left fielder Hendrik Blankenberg. The one we know as Goose came into the ninth hitting .351 with 13 RBIs. Lockley, man, he's going to be fun to watch throughout his career here at Franklin-Simpson High School. Just a freshman. Checks the runner, shows bunt, lays it down. They're going to turn and throw to first, but nobody was there, and he throws it away. Here, quickly in to score. Blankenberg digging for second. Head first slide. He's safe. 4-0 Wildcats. Tomachek didn't know where to go with the ball. He started to throw it to third, and then he went to throw it to first, and nobody was there to cover as Hayes came in, and Gregory didn't get over to first in time. Wow. And now here comes Colton Turner after the second error of the game, and it's another costly one for the Cougars. Colton Turner shows bunt. He lays it down, a beautiful one. Tomachek turns and fires over to first. Beautiful job right there. The bunt doesn't get much prettier than that, and that time the Cougars record the first out here at the bottom of the fourth inning and do exactly what they need to do. On the defensive side of the ball that time. Now here comes Braylon Turner. number 2 center fielder. It's just a scotch beneath the Mendoza line. Takes strike 1 on the inside part of the plate. Told that Monroe and Russell County tied up at 2 apiece. 3-1 Barron County up right now. Remind me who they're facing? Allen County. Oh, Braylon Turner just misses on the bunt. Hendrick Blankenberg came in like a freight train off of third base. It's strike 2 to Braylon Turner now. 0-2 is the count with 1 away. Blankenberg over on third after being moved over on the bunt by Colton Turner. Tomacek sets. Here's the pitch. Sends a chopper to Gregory at second. There's going to be a play at the plate, and he's out. A good throw by Gregory there to really throw a strike down low so the catcher Wilson could lay the tag down nice and easy. I mean, couldn't have had better placement than that, and that's out number 2. And Braylon ends up over on first base safely for out number 2. Ball high and outside to Jordan Brandon. Pitcher for the Wildcats. Braylon Turner out on first. A little bit of cat and mouse after that last pitch. There's strike 1 to Brandon. Tomacek nice and easy on that one, getting it across home plate. It's been all Wildcats to this point. Here's the pitch. Ball inside. 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 away. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Swings through. Strike 2. Sun getting a little lower in the clouds. Kind of peeking through out towards right field in the west. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tomacek sets. Here's the pitch now. Fouled off by Brandon. Out of play. Nice work there by Jordan. Battled through a at bat here. 6-0 Greenwood over Bowling Green now after top 3. There's ball 3. Going to run the count full. Wilson stays in front of that one. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Runner on first. Let's see if Jordan Brandon can help his cause. Tomacek sets. Here's the pitch. Swings through and fans at strike 3 and out 3 here after 4. But your Wildcats, they add another one to their lead, make it a 4-0 lead after 4. We'll be right back after this to see if this Wildcat defense can continue just to be nails out there on the defense side of the ball right here live on Franklin-Simpson, Channel 9. Welcome back in, everybody, to Franklin-Simpson Channel 9 here at the 13th District Championship game. Heading into the top of the 5th inning, your Wildcats leading this one 4-0 over the visiting Logan County Cougars. Lead off in this one here is going to be designated hitter number 13, Drew McClellan, a .295 hitter with 27 RBIs. Left-handed hitter. Oh, that's a pretty good-looking pitch right there. Check that one. Oh, called safe. Ball 1. Looked pretty good, even so. Put the check swing. 1-1 is the count here. McClellan, a lefty. Fouled off. Went off his leg. Doesn't appear to be bothered by it. 1-2 is the count now. The lead off, top of the 5th. Wind up, throw from Brandon. That's a shot. Oh, Logan Lockley, a fantastic backhanded dig out of the dirt. My goodness, look at that freshman move. What an unbelievable backhanded play that was right there off the turf. Now here comes second baseman number 9, Landon Gregory. Gregory, a .308 hitter. Fouled off. The first one. Brandon's ahead 0-1 with 1 away. And he gets hit by a pitch, and there, it breaks my heart. That breaks up the perfect game for Jordan Brandon as Landon Gregory gets hit by a pitch. I've been keeping track of it, but it's one of the unwritten rules in baseball. You don't talk about a perfect game. We had retired the first 13 batters straight to lead this one off. That is the first base runner for the Cougars. Now he's going to be looking at Just Hayes, the first baseman. Hayes, .292 hitter. Ball 1 outside. 1-1 is the count with 1 away and a runner on first now for the Cougars. I've been monitoring that situation so closely, and this Wildcat defense has been just incredible. Pickoff attempt not over there in time. Gregory beats out the throw. 1-1 remains the count to Hayes. Sets up a little bit outside, does Ballou. It's a chopper sent right back to Brandon. He's going to throw to second to catch the lead runner. Nice work right there by Delk to get up there in time. Gregory unable to beat out the throw. Now Hayes is going to be over on first. Here comes left fielder number 20, Liam Costello now, 192 hitter. 3 RBIs on the season. Here's the windup toy. Takes ball 1 inside. Runner remains on first. Here's the pitch. Goes outside, ball 2. Nash does throw down to first, keeping Hayes honest, back safely. But the big story here is the hit by pitch breaks up a perfect game. That's going to be a base hit out towards right field. And Heinze boots it as he tries to squeeze it, and the runner's going to stay put at second. Shocked that he didn't take off. And Hayes. They get back onto it, though, and everybody stays put at first and second. Here comes number 3, Hayden Clark. Clark, a third baseman. Just a 163 hitter is Clark. Here's the pitch. Takes ball just a little bit low and away in the zone. Runners now on first and second. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Swings through, strike 1. The 50th pitch of the game here for Jordan Brandon. Checks the runner out on second. Here's the pitch. Fouled off for strike 2. Here comes the pitch. Sent to Colton Turner at 3, and he's going to fire it over to first. Out number 3. Wildcats. Jordan Brandon gives up his first base runner and his first hit of the game, and your Wildcats still lead it 4-0 after the top of the 5th. We're going to go in there and get those bats warmed up now, and we'll find out if they can add to their lead when we return live on Franklin-Simpson, Channel 9.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
Welcome back, everybody, to Franklin-Simpson, Channel 9. Kicking off the bottom of the 5th inning with the top of the order. It's Liam Heinze with your Wildcats leading 4-0. There in the top of the 5th inning, Jordan Brandon gave up his first base runner on a hit by pitch of the game after retiring the first 13 straight hitters for Logan County. Gave up 1 hit after that on a little bloop out to right field to break up the no-hitter, but just over 50 pitches so far through 5 innings worth of work. Tyshawn Tomacek on the mound for the Logan County Cougars. Just through his 72nd pitch. He's given up 4 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors. Throws ball 2 with 1 strike on Liam Heinze now. Brady Delk on deck. Heinze 2 for 2 in this one with a single and a double. Seeing the ball really well here tonight. Coming off the left hand of Tyshawn Tomacek as he throws ball 3. 3-1 hitters count now. Heinze sets. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ooh, strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. Count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the payoff. Fouled off by Heinze. Gets the signal, does Tom check. Wind up, pitch. Ball 4 outside. Now here comes a senior, shortstop number 7, Brady Delk. Second here in the bottom of the 5th. Second up to bat, that is. Now got a runner over on first. Heinze off to a big lead over there. Here's the pitch. Popped up towards center field. Calling everybody away is Hancock, and he squeezes it for out number 1. Heinze back to first safely. First out here in the bottom of the 5th. And here comes Jackson Gass, who had an RBI double to left center field in his previous at-bat. Sun's still beaming in. Lifted deep. Nope, never mind. High. Oh, and there's a player collision there between Hancock and Costello. Both appear to thankfully be okay. Hancock was able to hold on to the hit. I thought that thing looked like it was headed towards the fence there. Second out of the game, Carson Kelly comes up to bat. Here's the pitch. Gets away from Wilson. Heinze retreats back to first. Wilson was ready to throw down to second if Heinze took off. It's ball 1.
I know how I can do it right here. 80. We're at 80? Yeah. I don't know why I went to 99.
Here's a pitch from Tomacek. Ball low. Count rolls 2-0 now. Owen Lockley in the on-deck circle for your Wildcats. Here's the pitch. Down low, Wilson digs it out for ball 3. Kelly gets in there, resets. Carson digging in with that back foot. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Second walk of the inning for Tomacek. His third of the game. And here comes Owen Lockley, who had a smash hit out towards left center field in his previous at-bat. With a runner in scoring position right now, he'd love to see him replicate that. And here comes the head coach for the Logan County Cougars to talk it over, calling his infield in with Tyshawn Tomacek. Looks like it's just going to be a mound visit at the moment. Tomacek's third walk of the game. He does not walk a lot of hitters. Only 19 on the season coming into this one. Now up to 22. Both of these teams will represent the 13th district at Western Kentucky University. Yep, just gets an attaboy there from head coach from Logan County. Pat on the back, hyping him up a little bit, saying, let's go, son. Keep it in the zone. I appreciate a good pep talk like that. As Owen Lockley gets set to dig into the right-hand side of the batter's box. Checks the runner on second. Here's the pitch. High and outside. Ball 1. Heinze on second. Carson Kelly on first. Checks that runner. Pitch goes low in the zone. Some activity getting started in the bullpen for Logan County. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 away. Lockley sets. Now here's the pitch. Strike one. I think Lockley was probably taken all the way right there. Takes ball three. Count rolls around to 3-1. Three balls, one strike, two away. Lockley awaits the pitch from Tomacek. Here it comes. Goes ball high. That is his fourth walk, and I would not be shocked now if we saw a pitching change. Logan County staying in the dugout at the moment as he walks the bases loaded with Hendrik Blankenberg up to bat. A .351 hitter with 13 RBIs coming into tonight. Here's the pitch, and he gets plunked, and we're going to have a run roll in, just reminiscent of Greenwood. 5-0 Wildcats here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Tomacek unraveling just a bit here.
Third baseman, number 12.
And here comes third baseman, number 12, Colton Turner, stepping into the batter's box, and Logan County going to let Tomacek stay in. Base is still loaded with two away, and Colton Turner up to bat. Here's the pitch. Takes strike one. Rally coming out of that Wildcat dugout right now. Wind up, pitch from Tomacek. Swings through at strike two. In his previous at-bat, he laid down a picture-perfect bunt to move the runner from second to third. Wind up and pitch in the 0-2. Goes ball just up and outside of the zone to make it a 1-ball, 2-strike count with two away, and the bases loaded here in the bottom of the fifth, and the Wildcats leading 5-0. 9 minutes past the 7 o'clock hour. Pops one up. Foul territory, going to get out of play. Colton Turner earning himself a shot back in the batter's box. Let's see if he can line out that swing a little bit now. Turner with a team leading 29 RBIs, hitting .262 on the season, 4 home runs. Here's the pitch. Ball two outside. I know that sounds kind of wild just to say ball two, but he's in here battling. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away on the 94th pitch from Tyshawn Tomacek here in the bottom of the fifth. Digging in back batter's box is Turner. Here it comes. Popped up foul out of play. Way to battle, young man. Keep going. Keep on battling, Colton. Steps back in. Here's the pitch. Ball 3 inside. Good eye. Count runs full. You want to be smart at the plate in a moment like this, but you can feel the pressure in a championship game. Here's the pitch. Chop towards third. Clark's got it. Fires it over to Hayes. Records out number 3. But your Wildcats at another one. Make it a 5-0 ball game after 5. Your Wildcats are going to get their defensive prowess set back in order when we return live on Franklin-Simpson, Channel 9.
So as far as preventative maintenance, to keep outages at a minimum, one thing that we do is pole inspections. So we'll drive across the system, we'll dig out around the bottoms of the pole, see if there's anything rotten, we'll check the pole's integrity in general. So as you can see now, we're changing out some wire on some poles that we have recently changed out. As they age, they start to crack or rot at the bottom, so we try to stay ahead of those types of outages. Probably the neatest part of working here. So working in the community that I live in and grew up in, there's a lot of satisfaction that comes from that. You know, if there is an outage, there's a good chance that you're restoring power, maybe to a family member, a friend, your preacher, something like that. So just being able to help and serve the people that you know, that's a good feeling.
Welcome back in, everybody, to Franklin-Simpson, Channel 9. Heading into the top of the 6th inning, your Franklin-Simpson Wildcats all over the visiting Logan County Cougars right now, 5-0 after 5 innings of play in the 13th District Championship game, with number 14, Odin Wood, stepping into the batter's box. Wood, just a 114 hitter, takes ball 1 outside off Jordan Brandon. Brandon had a perfect game, broken up in the 5th after retiring. That's a hard hit ground ball into the gap, and Delk is going to boot it. First error of the game for the Wildcats. It's Tyshawn Tomachek, the pitcher for the Cougars, makes his way to the batter's box. Tomachek, a .309 hitter, 22 RBIs. Gets in tight. As Blue sets up a little on the outside. Goes ball outside.
You got about a 25% chance making that play.
1-0 is the count now. The second in the order for top of the 6th. Here's the pitch. That one gets past Ballou, and Wood takes off. No throw down to second. Ball 2. Tomachek parked on home plate right now. Here's the pitch. Swings through. We had this in a game, I believe it was against University Heights last week, when we had a player, he was so on top of home plate, he turned into a pitch that might have even been a strike because it hit him in the low back, just like Tomachek does right there, and he turns to swing, and the inside pitch would have been a strike. Went off the knob of his bat and hits off his leg. But Brandon runs the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes now, with a runner on second. Only second time they've had a runner on second here tonight. Here's the pitch. Lifted deep out to left field. Can Goose get there? He can't. It gets past him. That's going to go into the left field wall. 1 run is for sure going to score, and Tomachek's digging for third. He's going to be in there safely with a sliding triple RBI. And the Cougars are officially on the board. Now here comes shortstop number 7, Mason Hancock, a .264 hitter with 19 RBIs, trying to make it 20 here in the top of the 6th. Brandon throws, lifted out to left field. Going to test the arm of Blankenberg. Blankenberg fires in towards home. There's play at the plate, and it's not in time. Tomachek scores, making it a 5-2 game. Now with one away and nobody on. And Lyndon Wilson making his way to the batter's box. Just like that, 5-2. Here's the pitch. Pops it into foul territory. Turner chasing. I think it's going to be too far foul, though. Sure is. And bring the count 0-1. Wilson gets set in the batter's box as Brandon gets set on the mound. Here's the windup and the pitch. Comes just inside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the windup and the pitch. Inside again for ball 2. Windup and the pitch. And he hits him. He kept coming inside and inside and inside, and on the third time there, it catches him in the shoulder.
DH number 13, Drew McClellan.
Now here comes a designated hitter, number 13, Drew McClellan. As Wilson made his way over to first base. The left-handed hitter. Brandon sets. Here's the pitch. Going to be just a little off the plate outside to the lefty. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 away here is all. After the Cougars have put 2 up on the board here in the top of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Oh, I don't know what was wrong with that one. That's a pretty good looking pitch. Might be the first one that's really missed by our home plate umpire, in my opinion. It's a close one. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. No denying that one. Five to 2 ball game here in the top of the 6th inning. Wildcats set. Ooh. Just a little low in the zone. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner on first for Logan County. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Going to be strike 2 now. And it's going to run the count full. Brandon sets. Here's the pitch. He's going to walk him. I believe that's Jordan Brandon's first walk of the night. First walk, and Will Height's going to want to come out and talk it over. His first walk on his 70th pitch. Infield's coming in. I'd imagine we're getting an attaboy discussion right here. As you'd like to see Brandon rely on his defense as he has all evening. With second baseman Landon Gregory getting set to make his way into the batter's box. Wilhite walks away. Now we've got everybody giving Jordan Brandon some attaboys.
Next up, the bat for the Cougars, number 9, Landon Gregory.
And here comes second baseman Landon Gregory, a .308 hitter with 23 RBIs. Sun officially behind the clouds back there towards the west of us. Runners on first and second, still just 1 out. Finds the inside corner of the plate. strike one. Cougars finding some action with their bats. Here's the pitch. Goes ball high, and the check swing is called safe. The hit by pitch moved a runner. Put him on, and then the triple. That one's popped up into the infield. Brandon calling ball. Squeeze it for out number 2. Gregory is retired.
First baseman number 8,
Well,
Jonas Hayes.
Odin Wood made it safely after being hit by a pitch, and then Tomacek triples to score him, and then Tomacek scores on a sac fly by Hancock, the shortstop from Logan County. That's how we got to this 5-2, and then a hit by pitch put a runner on for Logan, and then a walk put another one on, and they've got runners on first and second, so 2 runs on 2 hits. One of those coming in the top of the 5th to break up the no-hitter. Checking the runner on second is Brandon. Brandon throws strike one. 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Wildcats needing to get out of this one. Here's the pitch. Swings through at strike 2. As Jonas Hayes scoots in tight on the plate right now. About as tight in on the plate as you could be. Throws a little outside. Ball 1. Still in over the top of the plate, but not quite like he was. Pops up, foul ball out of play. Count will remain at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Would like to say thank you to our Franklin-Simpson Channel 9 affiliates here for covering this game, even when 92.3 WFKN is covering the election live. We are sending them updates. Fan another win for Jordan Brandon. Records his, I believe, 3rd strikeout of the game here. And after top of the 6th inning, Wildcats still on top, 5-2. We're going to head in and try to warm up the bats and get them to add to this 5-2 lead just a little bit more for some more insurance, and then they'll just be 3 outs away from a 13th district championship game. We'll be right back after this on Franklin-Simpson Channel 9.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin-Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
Gregory. Moving to second base.
Welcome back in, everybody. 92. I did it. I knew I was going to do it. I knew I was going to say 92.3 WFKN, but no, we are not on 92.3 WFKN tonight. We are only on Franklin-Simpson Channel 9 airwaves, streaming to YouTube. Thank you for joining us, everybody. 13th District Championship game. If you're joining us live, Braylon Turner leading off the bottom of the sixth with Mason Hancock, the sophomore, taking over for fellow sophomore Tyshawn Tomachek on the mound for the Logan County Cougars. Logan County put a couple runs up on the board there in the top of the sixth. Made it a 5-2 ball game. Braylon Turner at the plate for the Wildcats. Here's the pitch. Takes ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff. Mason Hancock has thrown 25 innings on the season with a 3.36 earned run average, 18 strikeouts and 17 walks. As he throws ball 3. So possibly a little bit of control issue from time to time as he throws ball 4. And here comes Easton Kelly up to bat. In their pinch hitting right now for Jordan Brandon.
Pitcher for the Wildcats, number 10, Easton Kelly.
Easton Kelly, the junior, hitting right at the Mendoza line. Even 200 on the year. Hey, last time I saw him bat, he hit a double off the wall against University Heights. Here's the pitch, shows bunt, misses. Strike 1. Wildcats, there's one thing right here that I certainly appreciate is small ball play. Shows bunt, misses again. Goes 0-2 count. Now let's see. I'm sure he's probably getting the swing away. We have seen a couple bunt attempts, even with 2 strikes. The pickoff attempt not in time to catch Braylon Turner. Playing underneath the lights now with another beautiful Franklin-Simpson sunset. Here's pitch, shows bunt, and he misses for a 3rd time, and that's out number 1. Here in the bottom of the 6th. To the top of the lineup now, Liam Heinze making his way up to bat with 1 away, and the Wildcats leading at 5-2 in the 13th District Championship. Turner off to an okay lead. Not anything too wild. Attempts to pick off again. Safe, nice and easy. As Heinze gets set to get back into the batter's box. Digs in. I don't understand the pickoff attempts really when Turner's not off to a crazy lead. Here's the pitch. Curveball comes in. That's one that I feel like if they had seen a little more of Hancock, they might be able to telegraph. The throwing motion changes on the curve. 0-1 now. Gets away from Wilson behind the plate, and Turner's going to stand up, stealing second after the passed ball. 1 ball, 1 strike now with 1 away to Heinze, and the Wildcats are in business yet again with a runner out on second in scoring position, looking to add to their lead. Here's the pitch. Curveball goes outside. Two balls, 1 strike. Brady Delk in the on-deck circle for the Wildcats. Checks the runner a couple times. Now here's the pitch. Heinze goes with it, fouls it off out of play over the Wildcat dugout, making it a 2-2 count. Been a beautiful day here at Franklin, still holding steady at 83 degrees on Tuesday, May 19th. There's a couple more days of school here for all of our students. If the weather holds off, we'll be joining you here tomorrow night on Franklin-Simpson Channel 9, as well as the 92.3 WFKN airwaves for the 13th District Softball Championship between your Franklin-Simpson Lady Cats and the Todd County Central Lady Rebels. Checking the runner. Here's the pitch. Curveball goes way high and inside to run the count full. If I'm Liam, I'm sitting on fastball right here 100% as Hancock's had a little trouble with the curve. Check the runner out on second. Now here comes the pitch. Sitting on fastball he was, and it gets fouled off out of play. Gets a fresh baseball. Heinze's getting set to get back into this one. Looking at a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, runner on second, sitting on fastball, and he takes time out in true Liam Heinze fashion. Man, he times that thing up so perfectly. What a way for a hitter to get into a pitcher's head. Now here comes the payoff. Oh, yeah, that curveball broke in there. He brought it through. He sure did. That was a really nicely thrown curveball. Got to give the young man credit there. To have missed the way that he was missing with the curve and then have that one, I mean, be a 12-6 curve, looking like it was going to nail him in the shoulder to breaking through the zone. That's really nice pitch. Nice work there by Mason Hancock. Now he's looking at Brady Delk. Setting up in the center of the batter's box. Brady. Takes ball 1. I don't know what was much wrong with that one. There was some discussion. Even the catcher Wilson asked. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Ball 2. Stayed up a little bit in the zone again, I guess. Runner still out on second. You'd love to see Brady make this his 30th RBI of the season right here and expand on this 5-2 lead. Here's the pitch. Pop fly into right field. McCarley underneath it, squeezes it for out number 3. And your Wildcats are going to take a 5-2 lead into the top of the 7th inning and be 3 outs away from another district championship. We'll find out if they can do it when Jordan Brandon heads back to the mound and we return live on Franklin-Simpson, Channel 9.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
Costello.
Welcome back to Franklin-Simpson Channel 9, everybody. The Wildcats are 3 outs away from a 13th district championship, and here comes number 20, left fielder Liam Costello. Takes strike 1 from Jordan Brandon here in the top of the 7th. Protecting his 5-2 lead. Turns on 1, pitch coming inside. Makes it an 0-2 count. The lineup's going to go Costello, Clark, and Wood for the Cougars. Swing through, strike 3. I guess Nash dropped it, but he fires it over to Lockley to record out number 1. The Wildcats would love
Third baseman number 3, Hayden Clark.
to retire these in order here and stay away from the top of the lineup. And Tyshawn Tomachek, who is responsible for the 2 runs that the Cougars have after an RBI triple and again coming in on a sac fly. Strike 1 from Brandon. Looking strong as ever out there on the mound right now. Hayden Clark, a 163 hitter. Blue sets up. Here's the pitch. Whoa. Oh, check swing called safe. I thought that was going to be called a strike right there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. Here's the pitch. That one gets away from Nash. Gonna go ball 2. Franklin-Simpson fans really taking deep breaths right here at the moment. Here's the pitch. Low and away again for ball 3. You'd like to see Jordan make Clark work for it. Here's the pitch. Swings through, strike 2. Very nice. That makes the count full now. Here's wind up, pitch. Ring up another one. Nash drops it and sends it over to Lockley for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down. We're going to have a pinch hitter in number 5.
Next up the bat for the Cougars, number 5, Colin Jackson.
For the Cougars, Colin Jackson. Jackson, the junior, is a 222 hitter. Hits lefty. Here's the pitch. Takes ball 1. Working quickly is Jordan Brandon. Throws ball 2 low in the zone. Pats his chest here. Pinch hitting here with 2 away. Swings through, strike 1. You'd like to see him make him work for it. 2-1 is the count. 1 out away from a district championship game. Fouled off for strike 2. Down to their final strike is the Logan County Cougars here in the 13th district championship game. Can Jordan Brandon finish this one off and make it a complete game? Here's the windup. There's the pitch. Swing through, ring up another one, and he does it in dramatic fashion. Dog pile out there for your Wildcats here at home, winning the 13th district championship here in 2026. Adding another one to their collection on the right arm of Jordan Brandon. A 2-hit, 2-run complete game. Had a perfect game going through 5 after it was broken. Brandon times made it look easy here tonight. And really just tremendous work thank you all so much for joining us here. I don't know if our Franklin-Simpson Channel 9 team is going to continue to video through the trophy presentation or not, but I'm going to let everyone enjoy that without the sound of my voice coming across your airwaves. Thank you so much, airwaves, pardon me. I just want to say thank you to our Franklin-Simpson Channel 9 team for allowing us to broadcast this here. Thank you, Mr. Aaron Talley. And congratulations to head coach Matthew Wilhite and the entire Franklin-Simpson Wildcat baseball team, winning another 13th district championship game. Really proud of these kids, and that, for them, makes it their 25th win on the season. Talk about a huge win total for these kids. Second in the region after these last few wins, getting ahead of Greenwood, and that is their 7th win in the district, going 7-1, only losing 1, and that was at the home of the Cougars earlier this season. Man, talk about a big-time story this was. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Cody Schuler, and we'll be back tomorrow night for a Franklin-Simpson Lady Cat game, taking on the Todd County Central Rebels, Lady Rebels, if we can, weather permitting. We'll see you next time on Franklin-Simpson Channel 9.